Hello. So, in the last class, we started the chapter, and we shall continue with the same chapter Japan and Brazil through a traveler's eye. So, we have started already with this chapter, and we have already gone through the author's information and about travel writing and about the pre reading activity, and we have also done with the first paragraph of the chapter. So, in the first paragraph, we discussed about how Japan mannerisms. Okay, we discussed about Japan's mannerisms and how small island country. It is a small island country, and it is subjected to always natural disorders like Hiroshima, Nagasaki, where there was bomb blast, wars, between countries. Okay, so it has been subjected to many natural disorders, Japan. Okay, so and it has the very lot of patience. Okay, the people of Japan and the children are thought to be very patient, so that is a very good quality in them, and the people of Japan are very well mannered. Okay, so then and they respect privacy. Okay, they respect privacy, and how I have given examples of telephones in the Japan, telephones in public places, how there is no booth. Okay, it is just kept on a table and anyone can talk about anything. Okay, their business transactions, personal quarrels, love talks. Okay, so they can talk anything and no one will interfere in their talking or in their privacy. So there, the people of Japan, they love privacy and respect others privacy. Okay, so we have stopped in page number 97. So here you can see here in page number 97, we have stopped with a man telephones receiver in his castle. Okay, so the telephone receiver is just like his castle, his own palace, his own place where nobody will hear what he is talking. Okay, so that is how they respect privacy in Japan. Okay, so we shall continue from there. You will, of course, immediately notice their mania of bowing. Everybody keeps bowing to everybody else with the ceremonious solemnity of a courtier, yet with a great deal of natural and imitable grace. Bowing is neither less nor more silly than shaking hands or kissing the cheek, but it is a quainter, more formal, more oriental. So here the traveler has observed a different mannerism of Japanese. So that is what he talks about the bowing, where I think you have to see the image. Wait. Okay, see this image. So this image shows how the Japanese bow to each other. Okay, this is called bowing, where you bend and respect each other. Okay, so yeah, this is what the Japanese do in their Japanese mannerism. Okay, so the traveler now is talking about the bowing. Okay, bowing, how it is very mannered and very much different in this place. Okay, so we shall continue. Okay, so here bowing. Okay, bowing is really has become a mania. Okay, so here it is like it is a mannerism of Japanese, but they bow to everybody else in every time. Okay, every time when they see somebody, they always bow down. Okay, it has become, so we shall see like how it has become very formal. Okay, and it is more silly, and it is more like discipline also. Okay, so when you have seen American people where when they see someone they will tell hi or shake hands or hug each other or kiss on the cheeks. Okay, so this is the mannerism of Americans, where they welcome people. Okay, where they respect people by hugging, shaking their hands and kissing on the cheeks. Okay, so but here in Japanese, the mannerism of respecting people or welcoming people is in the form of bowing. Okay, I showed you the image of bowing. Okay, where you bend down to each other to respect each other. Okay, So it has become more oriental. It is like it shows the place, okay, it shows the serenity or the identity of the place, okay. So then we shall continue from the fourth line. It is also infectious. After a few hours, you start bowing yourself, but you bow too deeply or not too deeply enough. You bow to the wrong man at the wrong time. You do not clasp your hands in front of you, which is bad, or you do, which is worse. You will discover that the Japanese have a complicated hierarchy in bowing. Okay, who bows to whom, how deeply, and for how long. Okay, so here bowing also has become infectious, okay. Infection because everyone keeps bowing down every time, okay. Whenever you see someone, you have to bow down. Whenever you see someone, you have to give them respect. Whoever you see, you have to give them respect, you have to bow down. So you will be like you have like you have gone through that, okay, like you have habituated that and made it a habit that you have to keep bowing whenever you see some person. So it has become infectious, okay. So bowing has become infectious in Japan, and it also shows hierarchy, okay. And it also shows hierarchy where uh, it shows how who bows to whom, like which person will bow to whom, and who will bow down too deeply, okay. How deeply, for how long, that also counts, okay. See, for example, a well prestiged man or the person who is high in a status will not bow down too much, okay. And the person who is a working man or a laborer will bow down too much, okay. So that is how it also shows the level of bowing. The level of bowing shows how much respect you give for the other person, and it also has hierarchy of up like rich and poor, civilized, uncivilized, working man, laborer, okay. So that also shows hierarchy, okay. So that's what it talks about. Then we shall start with where did we stop? I think 10th line or ninth line, okay. One of the American states has an early traffic law which laid down that if two cars met at an intersection, neither was to move before the other had gone. Similarly, if two Japanese bow, neither has to straighten up before the other stands erect in front of him. A little complicated to us, okay. So here he gives an example of America, okay. America, where in a traffic place, where if the two cars come together, okay, if the two cars come together to one signal or one place, one has to stop while till the other moves, okay, till the other moves. So similarly here, when two people bow down to each other, here in Japanese, when two people bow down to each other, one must be bowing down until the other gets up and stands straight, okay. He cannot just bow down and just move on, okay. He has to keep bowing down until the other person gets up and stands straight. What if no one gets straight, stand up and stand straight, okay. So you have to keep bowing. That is very like it looks abnormal, okay. So that is what he talks about. Now so I have stopped with the complicated to us, okay, which is very complicated, where you have to keep bowing down until other person stands up, okay. So they manage it without difficulty, and even the smallest difference in rank, standing, age, social position will be subtly reflected in that split second one man's bow is shorter than the others. So I already told you that rank, standing, age, social position, everything matters when they are bowing down, okay. The poor man will bow more deeply, okay, because he is poor and the other person is rich, and so it shows the hierarchy, okay. And in many cases there are clear cut differences in position and no difficulties. The basic rule inside the family: the wife bows to husband, the child bows to father, younger brothers to elder brothers, sister bows to all brothers of whatever age. So here the family members, okay, the family members have to bow to each other. Okay, they have to bow to each other. So here he says like how wife has to bow down to husband, okay, and the child has to bow down to father, younger brothers to elder brothers, but the sisters, the girls, the sisters have to bow down to everyone. Okay, everyone of whatever age they are. The sisters, the girls have to bow down to everyone, whatever age they are. Okay, so I saw babies carried in Japanese style on their mother's back in clever little saddles, and whenever mother bowed, baby bowed too, somewhat condensedly from his majestic height. Japanese stores employ bowing girls who stand at the top of escalators and whose only duty is to bow deeply and differently to all the sundry, the Japanese equivalent of the page of our page boys who turn revolving doors for us. So here he talks about how the mother, okay, first he talks about how the family members have to bow down to each other, then he talks about the mother carrying their children in saddles. They, when the mother bows down, automatically the baby also bow down from the age, from wherever height he is. Okay, so I will show you the image when we take classes. So here when the mother bows down, the baby which is there on the back of the mother bows down. Okay, so that is how the child, the babies also are taught to bow down. And here girls are hired to bow to the people at the escalators. The girls are given job or paid for bowing down. They are given job or they are given such duty to bow down at the escalators when people are coming in. Okay, so they are hired, girls are hired for this, for doing this duty of bowing to the travelers or the people or the citizens. Okay, so here girls are hired. Okay, so they'll be standing in the escalators bowing to the people who are coming towards them. Okay, so yeah, we shall stop here and we shall start with the next class. We will continue. Okay.